Can you figure out for me how many days you have credit coming? So sign over your bond. I'm sorry, you're in custody, ma'am. That's the best I'm gonna do. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer.
Morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Attorney.
Oh, you're retained on this?
Yes, the state,
Well,
please.
I hate to see you retained on this, Mr. Kaylee. What's she doing? Your name, ma'am?
Sheriff Courtroom.
She hasn't shown up here in how long? What's she gonna do? Is she going to plead on these?
Yes, but
You know, I'm not gonna be nice about this, right?
I understand, but
You plead guilty here, you absconded, you could get 93 days with credit for any time served, right? Did you sign an advice or rights form here today? You read it and understand it.
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. And there will not be a hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I'm gonna need somebody in here, Sadie, from probation. All right. So I'm gonna ask you how you plead as to each one of these counts. If the count one that you failed to attend your scheduled visit on January 21 and 15, how do you plead? You failed to attend your visit on that day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the count two that you failed to attend the victim's impact panel? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to attend the victim's impact panel?
Yes.
Count three that you failed to submit the chemical testing as ordered on November 20 of 14. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you fail to submit the testing on that day?
Yes.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Wait a minute, something's wrong here.
They're kind of backed up in probation.
This is the wrong show cause.
what?
Looks like she was just in front of Judge Hessen, right?
Yeah, so it was pretty lean.
Yeah, I know, but there was a different show cause. It looks like the one Judge Hessen arraigned around. Maybe if you'll just give me a second here. I already adjudicated this show cause, it looks like. Now, this is the show cause. I made a mistake. They made the mistake, actually. They put the blue back from, this is what happens when cases become so old, for January 21 and 15. And as I look at it, I already adjudicated this case. The show cause she's here for are set forth in the show cause dated April 24th of 15. April 24th of 15. And count one is she failed to attend the court work program in March 21 of 15. Count two, she failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive on March 16 of 15. That's count two. And it looks like that's it. Those two counts. So I'm gonna have to ask her how she pleads on them. My apologies. If you plead on those, ma'am, I want you to understand, you could get 93 days since you've absconded. You understand that?
Yeah.
You understand all your rights.
Yeah.
You understand you have two counts here, and that is count one, failure to attend the court work program on March the 21 of 15. How do you plead to that?
Guilty.
Count two, you failed to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs testing positive for cocaine. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you test positive for cocaine on March 16 of 15?
Yes.
Did you miss the court work program on March 21 of 15?
Yes. Yeah.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Ms. Wild, your name?
Elizabeth Wise, probation.
I don't know what happened here. They gave me the wrong blue back. They gave me one from January 21 of 15. I already,
One that I have in the file too, Judge.
that's wrong.
Okay.
I already adjudicated that. And if you look on the back of this, I sentenced her actually on that on February 18 of 25, and I was pretty kind to her. But then this is one dated April 24th of 15. All right, so I'm gonna let Mr. Cayley here. Tell me whatever you'd like to say.
Your Honor, Ms. Smith knows that she, absconded. She's had several tragedies in her life by way of explanation on excuse. Her daughter died a few years ago. She's been losing all three kids. Her husband died less than a year ago. She was working, she got hurt. She went back to work, she got hurt again. So she hasn't been working, she hasn't been driving. The last time she's had any adjudications with respect to any contact was in 2018, I believe she had an offense. Judge, she suffers from anxiety. Back then, I believe that was an OWI due to marijuana. She tested positive, obviously. She didn't complete the courtroom program. She posted a bond and the amount of the total fines and costs because she wasn't working, trying to raise these kids. And she got back from disability. She worked again, got hurt again, and she's applied for Social Security disability and workers' comp as well, Judge.
Can you figure out for me how many days she has credit coming?
I am not seeing any credit, Your Honor. I'm not seeing, any proof of community service in an effort to give her credit. I am not seeing attendance on the court work program. I believe she was already given a day of credit by you for perhaps being in custody by the police at the time of her arrest. But I cannot offer any credit. The only positive I can offer, in relation to her case is she attended the victims impact panel. That was it. Everything else, she, did not attend or she absconded from.
But she posted 1,020, right?
Yes, sir.
How much are we showing that she owes right now, Heather? Can you tell me?
She has a balance of 1,020.
And let me take a look at the record. So she had a larceny in 04. 19 was some kind of retail fraud, attempt retail fraud. 14 was impaired. I wish you would have come and talked to me, you know that? You can't do this. Do you have any other thoughts you want to have?
I don't, Your Honor. It's a 2010 case. Obviously, it
Well,
was
I'm not
dealt with years later, and we're past the 2 years for probation. Obviously, I leave it up to the discretion of the court.
Anything else you want to say, ma'am?
I'm sorry. No, with everything going on, my husband kind of took care of everything. I lived with everything my husband said. As soon as he passed away in September, and, you know, I had,
He was sick for several years.
yeah, I was taking care of him and it's just, and I didn't drive, you know.
I just can't condone this, but I'll give you credit that you haven't been in any more trouble. Probation's revoked. You're to pay costs of 1,020 and serve 93 days, credit 1 to 92. If you pay costs of 1,020, I'll suspend 65 of the 92 and you'll only have to serve 27. That's the best I'm going to do. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. So sign over your bond. I'm sorry you're in custody, ma'am. Good luck. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Gale.
Thank you.
People against Schaefer. Be seated. I'm sorry. Nancy Radke, Nancy Elizabeth Radke, 24B, 145, 414, A, B, and C.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Peter Granada, P7413. I'm IDC counsel for Ms. Radke.
Name, ma'am?
Nancy Elizabeth Sowers Radke.
Your Honor, I had a long discussion with Ms. Radke about, her case, and she asked me to ask you for an adjournment so that she can retain counsel. She has a meeting with the VA. She's a veteran and she has a meeting with the VA on Thursday, the 23rd, where she can sign up for counsel. And so I'm asking the court if we can consider a adjournment to May 7th. That will give her enough time, because this is a rather complicated case. It's not just the charge in front of you, but it also includes a civil case that was filed against her, that there's either a countersuit or another action against the person that's suing her. It's something that needs, and that she wants to retain counsel for. But for today's purposes, she would stand mute, waive formal reading, and stand mute to the charge.
Case has been going on since 2023.
I understand, Your Honor, but she came in today on her own recognizance. She lives in Ohio. She hasn't had a Michigan driver's license for, over a decade. And it's a very complicated case.
Well, we had her living on 3rd Street.
That's where I was working out of.
Now, how long have you been living in Ohio?
There's 2015.
So, about 10, a little over 10.
You gotta take your hat off, sir. I'll give her a pretrial. I want her in that guilty plea.
Thank you, Judge. Could you withdraw the warrants? I believe. Is there?
Yeah, we always do that. Heather, we're gonna schedule files B and C, and this other one, the A file.
We didn't have this technology.
And she's got things in Novi and 18 and 23. I'm just. All right, I'm giving a new date here, Heather. What are we gonna do?
You want to do the 8th or the 16th? Because this is a brown.
April 16th
We
at
could do-
9,
Go ahead, Judge.
9:30, ma'am. And you owe 2 civil infractions here too. Let me check something tonight.
Your Honor, could we have a little more time? Because she has to meet with the VA on the 23rd. She won't even begin the process of retaining counsel until the 23rd of March.
She's had 4 years, 3 years. Right?
I was in a coma. I was in the hospital.
The accident that resulted in the DWLS was pretty serious.
And the ticket was 6 months after that.
After what?
After,
She was cited after the accident. Cited.
6 months after the wreck. So I didn't even know about it.
I know, but I wrote you back in, I wrote you back on September 18 of 23. You must have written me a letter here.
Wreck was September 23rd of 23.
Oh, that.
Friday.
Well, I cited these case numbers. I don't know how, maybe there was a typo. There had to be a typo. So it had to be September 18 of 24. You must have written me a letter
I did.
and I said, be advised the bench warrant on the drive-all license suspended, revoked, denied charge was issued on March 14 of 24. The bench warrants were issued on the careless driving and no insurance charges on June 24, 24. Immediately surrender yourself to this court for arraignment on the warrants. And you didn't do that.
Yeah, what I sent you was a copy of my Ohio license and my Ohio insurance on the front. And then I never heard anything, and I asked for a court date, and I never got one.
I don't know what you're saying. I really don't. You're sending, these cease and desist garbage, and don't send that nonsense here, okay, please? You can send it to don't send that nonsense to us. You got it?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna give her 2 more weeks, Heather. That's it, though. April 30, are we doing?
We do not have Brownstown there. Judge Heston has Brownstown on the 29th.
Well, when is the next court, the latest court date I have in April?
In April is the 22nd.
When is the first date I have in May?
May 6th.
May 6th. Don't ask me for another adjournment.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
May 6th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thanks. So you have to go down to the hall, ma'am, and get your notice, okay? All right, ma'am, your name?
Sophia Dyson?
You met with the prosecutor. You're going to plead guilty to public intox under section 771.1 for a period of 3 months, true?
Yes.
So if you plead guilty here, possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. If you plead guilty, I'm going to sentence you to 3 months probation. And if you're compliant with the terms that I set at the end of that period of time, you'll come back and the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Okay, thank you.
Do you understand that?
Yes, I
All
do.
right. Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes,
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
yes,
All right. You still have the right to a lawyer. You waive your right to a lawyer?
I'm guilty.
To the charge public intoxication, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you in the city of Flat Rock, County of Wayne,
Yes,
on February 17 at 26 at 10:17 p.m.?
yes,
And did you stumble and fall
Yeah.
into the roadway on Telegraph?
yes, sir.
Is that because you were drunk? PBT
Yeah.
says you had an 0126, so you were past the legal limit. Were you intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
What did you drink and how much?
During, retarded,
How much?
like I say, Bob?
Oh, that looks like at least a pint, right? Right? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
I'm gonna take that next. I can take that next. Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No,
I'll accept your plea. Do you have a drinking problem?
I've been off for 11 years, and that night that they picked me up was the first time since then.
How many times have you drank since then?
And
What caused you to drink that night?
I'm depressed too.
I'm sorry?
I was depressed because, waiting for a place. Being homeless is not easy either. Being homeless and looking for a place.
You have an apartment back in Mount Pleasant.
I just got it. The lady called me on my phone and told me that I got the apartment. And that's what I was waiting.
Where were you living on
I
February?
was living in Pontiac. I kind of been here and there, staying in couches till I had a place to had laid my head down.
You haven't drank since?
It was happened that one night, the police picked me up when I fell.
All right. I'm gonna accept your plea. You wanna be sentenced down?
Yes,
You wanna get this over with, right?
yes.
What's in, Mount Pleasant?
I have 2 sons and a daughter that lives over there, and my grandchildren.
Oh, that's nice. Look. I'm gonna go light on, you, okay? I'm not gonna make you do programs or community service or anything, okay? but you gotta promise me you're gonna stay away from that stuff, okay?
You know, when I haven't touched it since that night.
3 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number, you have to notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm not gonna order testing. I'm gonna assess fines of 50, costs of 50, 75, and victims' rights, $50 justice assessment. So those two fees are mandatory and 60 in probation fees. Your whole total here is going to amount to $285. You gonna be able to pay that?
Yeah, I'm an SSI.
That's fine, that's fine. We'll work that out. 285, taking it under 771. We're gonna give her a review hearing date. I'll do that for 3 months. Give her a date somewhere back in about I'm gonna say early June. Let's do early June. Now, ma'am, if you move to Mount Pleasant,
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with you Zooming. Do you know how to use Zoom?
Yes,
Or when one of your kids can help you? I don't have a problem with you appearing by Zoom. So what do we have in early June?
We have June 11th, Judge.
We'll make it at 9 a.m. And I'm just making a note, can't appear by Zoom, but you need to appear on that date so the prosecutor can move to dismiss. All you gotta do is pay that 285. When can you pay that?
I can't pay it all at once.
I understand. How about I just give you until, and you can make up your own arrangements here. I'll give you until May the 15th. Will that be enough?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you pay by May the 15th. Probation will instruct you today. And you shouldn't have to come and see us. Make sure that you note on there that you can appear by Zoom, okay?
Okay,
That's
Judge.
fine. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You have a great day.
I'm gonna try, thank you. Some days are better than others.